Well, Peter, thank you so much for your time today and for taking time out of your busy schedule to be with us. I'd love to ask you this question. What is, if there is, the one message you'd like to impart in society today, and in particular our young people?
Well, I reckon young people are fantastic. And unfortunately, they get influenced by all the wrong things.
Yep.
And it's great reading and listening and watching, and going to movies and stuff like that. But you've got to have good input in your life because they've got to understand they're our future leaders. Politicians,
That's
yes,
right.
politicians, business people, community leaders, church leaders, youth group leaders, helping people, day to day. So they need to invest in themselves. They've got to get out of the mentality that they're just here to get by and pay bills. Earn a few dollars while they're learning through uni, school, whatever it is, to just, get movie money and download credits and so on, and see that if they invest in themselves, they will grow and they'll see the future.
So how do they invest in themselves? What
Well,
are some things they can do to
Well, I think when
invest?
they get the opportunity, they they go and hear good speakers, people who've got something to impact. But just going is not good enough. You've got to write down the things that challenge you that you've got to go and do something with.
That's right.
So, invest in yourself.
Yep.
If you can get CDs or books of people that have done it,
Yep.
where they want to go, then I'd get hold of those.
Great. And if there's one thing in your life, say as you're traveling between when you were growing up, if there's one thing you look back in your life and you go, I wish I learned that lesson when I was younger, what would it be?
Well, I finished school. I didn't go on to higher years because it wasn't expected.
Yep.
And I look back and think, well, it would have been good to just learn a little bit more. I've had to learn it on the journey over a long time,
Right.
being around.
Yep.
And I probably could have accelerated what I did, but the key thing is, it probably wasn't until I was about mid-30s,
Right.
late 30s, that I realised that you need to have a vision and a plan for your life.
Wow.
Otherwise, you just go around in circles and you just take up space
Right.
on the planet, and you get disillusioned and upset and discouraged by a lot of things. Might get discouraged when things happen today, but there's a lot more encouragement in my life that helps me overcome those things.
Right. Talking about encouragement, is there someone in your life that has inspired you, or what has inspired you in your life?
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of things that have inspired me. I think when I was about, I was just about to think about in my advertising days that I'd had enough, because you work really hard.
Yeah.
Got back from holidays and the chairman said, we want to make you managing director. I said, well, I don't think so.
Right.
And I'd just changed churches a month before because the one I was at was sort of dying. And I got so inspired by their vision and their impact on the community and around the world, that I thought, man, if a church can do this, why can't we do this, or why aren't we doing this in business? And it just refueled my whole thinking.
Right.